Esperanza Bense, donde la Esperanza Bense. Welcome to Esperanza Bense, where hope wins. Today we are going to get a quick message, a quick hits message from our fan favorite, the Dumpster Fire Oracle cards. Figured it was time to tune into this deck, get us a little oracle vibe for the today, and then we're going to do our quick hits tarot as per usual with the Greer tarot today. In case you missed it, I did a couple of unboxing videos this week with some very interesting decks that were gifted to me. Thank you so much to Ma and to Raymond for gifting me some pretty awesome decks. Thank you everybody for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. If you'd like a personalized session, you know what to do. You know how to support this channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends. We're going to see what the Dumpster Fire has to say for August 5th, 2026. Also, I was thinking about a friend of mine. Oh, here we go. And, oh, interesting. Energy bubble. Mind your vibe. Not every vibe will resonate. Your bubble filters energy, so let the good in, keep the rest out. That is so interesting, because, like, I just sent, like, a really long text this morning to a buddy of mine, and basically, long story short, I was thinking about this poem by Jalaluddin Rumi. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'll put the poem here. I'll recite it to you. The guest house. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. By Rumi. I can only recite, like, one of his poems by memory, and that's not the poem that matches this moment. So poem, moment, it's kind of a vibe, right? So energy bubble, mind your vibe. Maybe I should have been minding my vibe. Maybe I should have been minding my business. He's on his own spiritual path. Spirits do what spirits do, none of my business. Mind your vibe. What does that mean in your life? Are you overstepping? Do you care for people so much that you, like, give unsolicited advice? I try to only give advice when you guys pay me. And even then, it's a tough go, isn't it? For those of you who've had a reading with me, you know I make you do the work. I'm just here to facilitate the process. Mind your business, mind your vibe.
Minding my goddamn business. Minding my goddamn business. I'll be minding my goddamn business. Minding my goddamn business. Unbothered, so unbothered. It's lovely as fuck. Ooh.
All right. Well, that's going to be the sauce, the hot sauce, on top of our Quick Hits Tarot reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. Oops. Today, maybe I can put a little crystal here. This is a Gary crystal. We love Gary. Let's stick that there so we can mind our vibe. You bet I need glasses. You betcha. All right. Let's see what the Greer tarot has to say for us today. 5th of August, 2026. How's your week going? Is it hot out? It's really hot out here right now. I'm totally sweating right in front of you. Oh, look, I have all of these bouquets today, you notice? 1, 2, 3, 4 bouquets. That's because, in all honesty, I don't make a bouquet of the day. I make like 3 or 4. They're all over the house. I just drop them in these little spots that need a little bright, little joy. You know, there's no shame in bringing joy into your home. And there's no shame in bringing misery into your home either. Like, just pick what season it is, and it's okay. You know? It's okay. Any house guest, you know, there's a limit. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. Let me put this camera down so you can see the cards better, okay? And my awesome shorts. Near past, present tense, near future. Near past, Knight of Pentacles reversed, present tense, Page of Wands, and the near future, Four of Wands. Well, we're moving from upside down earth energy, like kind of having our world turned upside down, maybe having to spend a little bit of extra money, maybe having the things that we thought were stable, that we thought were a process, that we were in control of, us losing control of our environment, of ourselves, of our body, of the narrative, you know, nights bring messages, right? And we're moving towards this Page of Wands energy, creative life force energy, chi, fire, being lit up, being excited, feeling creative, and making a stable foundation for others to celebrate with us. Let's get into it. Knight of Pentacles reversed could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo person, or someone with these ascendant signs or earth strong in their chart. A person that we're usually counting on to give us dependable information, to invest in our process, to invest in themselves, to be stable, to be precise. Even though they might be plodding along, they're plodding along because they're very careful where they plant their seed. But with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, I mean, this person could have just done something right here on Earth that was misguided, and their world could have turned upside down. The message could have come through loud and clear, but they might not be getting it. They might not be understanding it. They might be feeling less practical than they usually are. They might be feeling more creative, more fiery. Somebody who's usually very practical, somebody who just sort of goes to work and comes home and maybe has a couple hobbies. Maybe they're starting to pick up this paintbrush here in the Page of Wands. Knights are messages, pages are messages, okay? But they can also be people in our lives. If it's a Knight of Pentacles in our lives, like I said, a Virgo, a Capricorn, a Taurus ascendant, sun sign, somebody that has a lot of earth in their chart, maybe we're the ones that need to support them right now and not the other way around. Maybe they don't even understand how supported they really are and that they don't have to do everything on their own. Knight of Pentacles. Page of Wands. This is a youthful, vibrant, full of life vibe. This is somebody that could take the match that's been lit and hurry with the torch to light somebody else's torch. This is somebody who can be really, you know, kind of fiery. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. This could be the Leo sun that we're working with, being okay, holding our own fire, being lit up in front of other people, grabbing the mic, grabbing the paintbrush, grabbing the fountain pen to write our next beautiful poem, just like Rumi did so many thousands of years ago. Page of Wands can be a message of passion, This could be a flirtation. This could be us stoking the fire inside our heart and getting lit up again after a period of being a Knight of Pentacles reversed. And with the Four of Wands, okay, this is like 2 wands per person coming together as a couple, as a team, and building this beautiful chuppah. That is a Jewish word for the wreath that they set up on a wedding day that the couple walks under in, you know, gratitude and in blessing and in victory, even in a way. Because when we pair up with other people, when we bring our 2 creative wands that we're good at into the situation, and they bring their 2 wands that they're good at into the situation, boy, oh boy, does that make a fun time for everybody else around us. When we share our fire in a way that other people can become warmed and vibrant from it, not burnt, but having a great time, a celebratory time. This is a good time to be, you know, having celebrations on the home front. And I mean, for me today, we're having a gathering here in just a little bit here, a little barbecue celebration for birthday on the homestead. Fourth house matters. What zodiac sign is in control of your 4th house? Let me know in the comments. Love you, bye. The moon is in a square with Pluto today, and also is squaring Jupiter, moving into a square with Jupiter. It's crossed over Chiron. So the moon is how we express our feelings, how the real people in real world are. The sun is more like people who are celebrities, people who are in the news, people who are public figures. But the moon represents the people, you and me, normal people, and how we feel in our hearts, how we feel in our dreams. How do we express ourselves on a personal level, and what we keep close to home, because the moon rules over the Cancerian zodiac sign. So the moon is telling Mercury what to do. The moon is Mercury's telling Mars and Venus what to do. So the moon is kind of at the top of this chart, low-key in charge of a few things today. However, it's a little bit volatile, right? Our emotions are a bit volatile because the moon is very, very comfortable in the zodiac sign of Taurus here, exalted in Taurus here. But the moon has just come out of Aries, just crossed over Chiron. So yesterday we might have had some aggravations or just annoyances come up that today we might slow down and feel the empowerment that comes from actually detoxifying and letting off steam, letting off the heaviness of those feelings. Jupiter and moon squaring is still not a bad square. You know, Jupiter moon square is just more of a tension or an amplification of like our need for self-worth. You know, the moon just moving over Chiron and Aries. Aries is the individual. Chiron is where we are wounded. Our wounds are going back towards the father figure, towards Saturn, towards Neptune. What are we dreaming about for ourselves as individuals, right? Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries. What are our particular issues with paternal control, boundaries, and limitations, and how can we heal that for ourselves, things that have happened in the past, so that we can come back to the future feeling like we have more value. Chiron and Taurus, okay? We have Mars and Venus, again, still having that those tense aspects. Venus is just finishing up the last of her work in Virgo to be of service. Mars is finishing up the last of his work in Gemini, you know, strategizing, throwing out news, throwing spaghetti on the wall and seeing if it sticks, you know, gossiping about one twin while the other twins got their back turned, right? There's not a lot of cohesion here between the lovers. The lovers just keep missing each other, right? On this square dance. They're in this large square dance, but they want to dance with each other, but they just keep missing each other and having to dance in other ways that they don't want to. They want to dance the tango with each other, and instead they're doing this square dance. The sun is making a nice trine to Saturn, shining a light on our ability to have discipline, to enact our own boundaries on ourselves, and to enact our own boundaries in our lives and say, this is what I'm here for, this is not what I'm here for. I talk to people when they treat me like this, I don't talk to people when they treat me like that. I could be being selfish and impetuous with Saturn retrograding through Aries. Saturn's trying to catch up with Neptune, the higher love, the higher vibration, the higher tuning fork, the best vibes possible for the individual. However, he's not going to catch him. And with the sun in the trine to Saturn, that can also amplify, the need for people who are already in charge, people who are already in the spotlight, to have some boundaries, to be held accountable. This could be, the hammer coming down on some people, sun in the 12th house, sun in Leo, so secretively, some of these celebrities or some of these people in the news or some of these leadership figures, they might be kind of trying to hide something, and then Saturn in Aries is saying, no, let's work together and let's get this out. This is the person that has like a team that does like their like in Scandal. Remember that show Scandal? It was so good. It was Olivia Pope. She was like the spin doctor basically. So Saturn can have a very sobering effect, okay, on people that have gone like, wait, when going Leo goes wrong, okay? So Saturn can have a very sobering effect there. And of course, with Uranus and Neptune still dancing in that sextile, Pluto and Uranus still in the trine, and then Neptune sextiling Pluto, we still have that minor grand trine working here in the outer realms. Just, the angels singing harmonies for us while we work out all these tensions here on the main stage. Okay, thank you for your own personal astrology, how the transits are working with you on a personal level, where your compass is leading right now. Why don't you hit me up? I'll see you soon. Bye.